Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
And I'm Dave.
And we're here at the Game Trade Media Studios in Timonium, Maryland, getting ready to paint some more miniatures that I brought back from the CMON Expo this past weekend.
Yep. When you got to go down to Atlanta and have a wonderful time and
it was wonderful.
Play lots and lots of games.
I did play lots
with wonderful people.
I did, and painted down there and had a great time.
I'm not at all jealous.
Why would you be jealous?
I don't know.
You paint all the time.
It's true.
You went to Adepticon. Everybody, someone was like, "Oh, I saw him at Adepticon."
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. But we're going to be working on some besieged miniatures. I've got Thorlak. Thorlak the Barbarian. He's a big guy with an axe right here.
Why does he have that accent?
Huh?
Why does he have that accent?
Because that's a barbarian sound, right?
I don't know. Could be. Yeah. And I have... Oh, don't I?
We'll put one of yours on the spinner.
Oh, that's Ivor the Noble Kefley's. A little bit wet.
But how does he sound?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
You can do the voice for him.
He's a noble?
He's a noble.
He probably sounds like this, and he's like, "Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Ivor the Noble."
He is indeed a cartoon character.
It's like, "Welcome to my palace, and we're going to have a wonderful time."
Awesome.
This is my great-great-grandfather's sword when he took over this land and became the big king. So there's that guy.
The largest king ever.
And then, who's this other one?
This is Vigo. Vigo the captain.
Yes, well, Vigo sounds like this. Vigo is like very good guy, does very good things with weapons and blades and the shield.
He's very tall and very powerful.
Yeah, and like a bear, like, he's Vigo the bear. But my guy is obviously going to destroy him.
Sure.
And then, of course...
because he's wearing a bear, right?
Correct.
Right.
And then I also have the Donato. Hey, everybody, it's me, Donato. And Donato is the cook. And Donato, he makes all of the yummy fishes. As you can tell, he got the fish with legs there. He's going to cut it up and have a wonderful time. For Donato.
The fish with legs.
The fishmonger.
The fishmonger.
Why do all of your characters sound like people from Disney movies?
I watch a lot of Disney movies. Not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, I was just transported back to my my childhood and Saturday mornings watching cartoons. It was like every single one of those characters could be in a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yes.
And they would have gotten away with it too.
They would have if it wasn't.
Yeah, if it had been for those kids and that dog.
Pesky kids. Yep. I'm telling you. Would have been perfect.
But yes, I do have a penchant for Disney voices, I guess.
Right.
And those come with cards that
They
have
do.
their
They do.
characters on there. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
And it also has like a little on the back. It has like a little like historia about the character.
There's Vigo.
Hey!
And Ivor.
And Ivor! There he is!
Yay! And basically, just a little dashboard for them. But I am going to not be using... Oh, there's the stories. Yep, I see.
Lots of cool information. I mean, I would read them all, but I'm sure you guys are already tired of my accents.
Because you couldn't possibly just read it in your normal voice.
Why would I do that?
I know.
Sounds super boring.
It sounds so pedestrian. There you go. Excellent.
So what did everybody do on their Tuesday afternoons and Wednesday day leading into this wonderful Thursday?
What did I do? I have no idea.
Did you paint?
Probably.
Yeah. Seems to be the thing you...
It seems to be the thing I do.
Yeah.
In between all the other painting.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it just makes sense.
I did some
Just
painting.
so you guys know, Carl is here, Craig, Nick, and then a couple other people who haven't said hi yet, but I can see that they're watching.
I can see you.
You can see into their living rooms.
Yes.
Donato's over there. Hey, we see you. Come on, talk to us. Have a good time. We'll get what you want to eat.
Donato is going to get us into trouble.
Yeah, he seems like the one that would, get any adventuring party kind of like into some deep stuff.
Some deep stuff?
Yeah.
Like, give them the wrong information?
I don't know about wrong information.
Well, just accidentally.
He just may come across way too energetic.
Right.
and enthusiastic about where he might be. It's
Yep.
like, hey, no, shh. The dragon's
Right,
asleep.
okay.
Oh, the dragon's right there. Oh, look at him. He's so pretty.
You and your pretty dragons.
They are pretty. Pretty deadly.
Deadly.
Craig says he created a sewer setup for his players.
Nice.
Cool.
And also Jeremy says hello.
Hello, Jeremy. Donado wants to say hello to you, too, Jeremy.
Oh my goodness. What have we begun? What have we done?
Also, Craig says your Mario impression needs more work than your Arnold impression.
Mario. But I am kind of channeling my inner
Yeah.
Mario on
It's
that.
totally Mario.
But maybe I is Wario.
Exactly. You have to be a little more growler.
Oh, for Wario?
Or you could just say Bowser.
Bowser. But the Vigo. Vigo.
The Vigo.
Ego.
I can never hear that.
Apply to Vigo.
Yes. I can
Sorry,
never.
wrong Vigo.
Yeah, well, that's the only Vigo I ever think of when I hear the word Vigo.
Who do you think of?
From Ghostbusters.
Right. You don't think of Viggo Mortensen?
No. Because when I think about Viggo Mortensen, I think about Aragorn.
Aragorn.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Lucifer.
Right.
Lucifer?
Yeah, he played the devil in a show called, give me a second, it had Christopher Walken in it, who played Gabriel, the angel.
Right.
It was called, I bet you everybody
Was
watches.
it a show or a movie?
It was a movie. It had, The Prophecy.
Okay.
And it's an interesting movie, or series of movies, actually.
Yeah?
I think there was 3 of them total.
Wow.
Also, Kat says hi before they leave,
Hey, Cap.
just so you know.
Hey, Cat.
Oh, yeah, you've got to, in 30 minutes, you'll be
Monitor, yeah.
moderating Mel's chat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The bigger brush guy,
Hmm?
right?
Bigger brush.
He always tells you to use a bigger brush.
Always tells me to use a bigger brush. Exactly. That is Mel. We had a good conversation yesterday
Oh, yeah?
about
Bigger brushes?
bigger brushes. Yes, indeed. Plans within plans.
Ooh. Inception.
Kind of. Yep.
Cool.
But
Big deals, big
Okay.
things?
big things.
All right.
So,
Yeah, Jeremy said it was called Prophecy
Yeah.
obviously.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
The Prophecy. But, yeah. It's a good movie. It's one of those, like, cult classic movies, I guess you could say.
Right. For these guys, I'm taking a slightly different approach to what I would normally do.
Oh, what's that?
Normally, I'd go through and paint the colors.
Mm-hmm.
I'd save the metallics till the end
Okay.
because I like to paint all the colors, tidy everything up with black.
Mm-hmm.
So get all those edges, just clean everything up,
Nice.
and use black as the base coat for the metallics.
Mm-hmm.
But because they've got sort of nice, big, large areas of metal,
Okay.
I decided to hit those first and then come back with put a wash over them.
Okay.
But because this guy Ivor doesn't have a lot of metallics, I can now go and spend some time painting his clothing while the wash is drying.
Oh, nice.
Then I can come back and highlight the silver a bit. But it's an important part of his
Process.
sort of his uniform there, his outfit,
Okay.
costume, I guess. That big, bright silver chest plate,
Yeah.
breastplate, not chest plate. I feel so silly now.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's me.
Wow, this flesh tone
Yep. Which one's that?
it's bronze flesh tone is really orangey.
Yep. That'd be the bronze part of it.
Yeah.
Is this like a bit too orange
For my flavor.
for what you're
But
doing?
as a base, I think it's going to be just fine.
Yeah. Once you put a wash over that, and then highlight it back up with maybe that mixed with some
Elven flesh
some
tone.
elven flesh or some white,
Yeah.
start to knock that back a bit.
Okay.
Kat says I am so in awe of folks who paint minis, my old eyes would burst trying to do that.
A lot of it really is, well, it's two things. It's practice, and picking the right technique for the mini. There's a lot of details on a lot of miniatures, and it can be tough to paint them all sort of individually with a really fine brush. And that's the tough part of painting,
Right.
in my opinion. But using things like washes and dry brushing and other techniques can help you sort of pick out those details really quickly, or maybe not quickly, but certainly more easily than you'd think.
Right.
So,
Nice. You know what I haven't done?
what haven't you done?
I haven't shared this in any groups, our video. So if anybody watching would be so kind as to share this,
Yep.
that would be amazing.
It would be much appreciated.
Excuse me.
And Rick will be your best friend forever.
I will.
Rick's everybody's best friend forever.
Nope.
No,
Not true.
everyone?
No.
Most people?
Most people.
A lot of people?
But you wrong me,
Yeah.
and you become a ghost. I can't see you for nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
What's that?
That's fair enough.
Okay.
What did you think I said?
I wasn't listening.
Screw you, buddy. You weren't listening? Well, that sounds about
I was ghosting you for a second just to
All
give
right.
you the taste.
Oh, that's how it is? Here's the warning, Taylor. Don't wrong me.
Don't wrong me. Hello, Jerry.
Newman.
Newman.
Cool. There we go. Speaking of old shows,
Ooh, tell me.
tell you.
Yeah.
Well, this is a weird one. It's a new show, but has an old connection.
Okay.
Something I was thinking about that I haven't seen a lot of people talking about.
Ooh, is this the show you tried to remember last?
Tried to remember last time,
Episode, yeah.
or might have been a couple of weeks ago, but Karate Kid,
Oh, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Cobra Kai is the name of the new series.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
But now that you've mentioned it, everybody's seen it.
Everybody's seen it.
No, I know Josh in the office here. He's seen it.
Yeah.
But that's on a different. That's like on YouTube Red, right?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it, but
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube.
it's on a
Red.
different streaming service. It's
Yeah,
not on
it's
Netflix.
YouTube.
Right, it's not
Okay.
on YouTube or
Right,
not
yeah.
on Netflix.
That would explain why you haven't seen it. It's not on Netflix.
Exactly why I haven't
Or at
seen it.
Chipotle.
Or at Chipotle?
Yeah.
If only I ate at Chipotle.
Yeah.
I don't.
I saw
You should, it's
a
good.
commercial for Cobra Kai played before
Yeah.
Infinity War at my theater.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of
Nice.
weird?
Yeah. That's what made me remember it.
I'm actually,
Seeing it.
see, I'm actually surprised anybody's even watching our show today.
Right.
Because there's a movie that comes out that, I mean, technically comes out tomorrow, but it's playing in theaters right now.
Yeah.
And if you're, so tomorrow, or
if you're a
tomorrow,
nerd, if you're a geek, you.
which is everybody. Everybody
Sure.
has their own geek,
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
Well, Rick,
that-
you got your wish. Nobody's watching.
oh, grapes.
Nice one.
But when is everybody going to watch Deadpool 2? I would like to know.
Also, just a question from Facebook. Gina asks, what are we painting today?
Oh, hello, Gina. Well, let's
Jean,
start
just
off.
Jean.
Or Jean, I am sorry. Hello, Jean. Well, I thought you said Gina.
Sorry, no, I'm laughing at you because you're about to do the voice.
I am about to do hello. We are painting Besiege miniatures, and we have Donato. He is the cook, and he is very excited to make all the good yummies for
That's
you.
you.
Hello.
There we
This
go.
is Donato. I am Donato. Look at my fish. I chopped it in half already. It's all for you. I make stew.
Stew? Fish stew?
Fish stew for you. It's so good.
If I knew it was Tuesday.
Yeah. And then
Fish Taco Tuesday.
I'm also working on Thorlak the Barbarian. He's pretty cool. And putting some bronze flesh on his fleshy parts right there.
His fleshy bits.
Fleshy bits. Yeah. He's a barbarian. He's pretty chill and mellow. Unless you get him really upset and then he rages out.
Right.
So
Nice. That's cool. And I'm working on Vigo. I'm not going to do voices. Oh, here we go. Overhead cam for that. So we've got Vigo. Oh.
But Vigo sounds like this. He's very much about all of these sciences of warriorship.
The sciences of warriorship.
Yes.
You're awesome. And this is Ivor.
Yeah, Ivor is...
Ivor the Noble.
Ivor's a noble. He's so cool. Welcome to my castle, everybody.
Jeremy says sounds a little like Jar Jar.
Totally.
Who said that?
This is why
Jeremy.
I don't do voices.
Can we ban Jeremy?
No.
I kid. Jeremy, I kid. He's like a Jar Jar. Jar Jar, he's a very cool.
We should send him a prize for recognizing the influence.
To me, it's like your Ivor voice sounds like the Swedish shopkeeper from Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, technically Norwegian.
He was my favorite. He was my favorite character in Frozen.
Yeah. Need some blowout.
Think some blowout.
What did you say?
100% my favorite character. In that
Oh, my goodness.
I wanted them to do a spin-off movie about him.
Oh, yeah.
Not Olaf.
No, just... Well, yeah, about the shopkeeper, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's... Would you like to go to the sauna?
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Big summer blowout.
Big summer blowout.
Rick, if you ever do cosplay, you need to do that.
I've been told that. That would be a good one for me. But the thing is, I would have to shave, like, this part out.
Oh yeah, because he has a super weird
He
beard.
has one of those, like... I don't know what kind of beard it's called, but this is all missing.
As Leona said, it's called super weird.
Super weird.
Why does it have to be super weird? It just is. But there's a name for it. It's like chops.
Mutton chops.
It's sort of like chops, but he still has the bridging mustache.
It's like the reverse goatee.
Yeah.
It's the Lemmy look, right?
It is the Lemmy look.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of those like Civil War era beards,
Right.
where they're just wacky. You're like,
Right.
what was going on there?
You know, just on that note, I might just do that, just to make you all uncomfortable. Like literally, because I used to just have chops. That when I had hair on the top, I had chops.
Right.
And
It wouldn't make me uncomfortable.
oh, it would, because then I'd have to shave the whole face, and I'd paint it purple and put 3 little lines there, and I'd be like Thanos Memberberry.
Right. Thanos what?
The Memberberry.
The Memberberry. You're crazy.
Oh, Jean says I'm probably seeing Deadpool 2 next week. The first week usually is pretty crowded.
Yeah.
It's because he's going to be in every episode.
Every theater across the nation. Rick will be there.
Yeah. He'll be the loud guy down the front,
Yeah.
throwing popcorn.
I'll be the guy that's like jumping around and acting all crazy.
Yep. Top
'Cause-
tip, I will not see it this weekend. Do not ask me about it next Tuesday.
Challenge accepted.
Also, Craig says favorite character from a Disney movie was the merchant you see at the beginning of Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
That's
well,
a-
that was also Robin Williams, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
I miss Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And the genie. And he also did a character like the bat from Fern Gully.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's such a weird movie. I did not expect Rick to have seen.
He's got kids.
I know, but it's still.
You have to remember, Leona, I have kids older than you.
It's still a weird kids movie.
Oh, my goodness.
though.
There we go.
That is true. I mean, you're right. It's more of like, it should have been a PBS special on, deforestation. Yeah.
You ever seen that Fern Gully remake called Avatar?
I
In
did.
3D.
And again, I missed Robin Williams in that. He would have done a great voice.
Oh my God, I can just see him now as one of the what were the creatures
The I was going to say Naboo, but that's from
The
Star
Na'vi?
Wars. The what?
The Na'vi?
The Na'vi, yeah.
Yeah, just like Robin Williams is one of the Na'vi, like, oh, ah. Hey,
Yeah.
I got a tail over here.
Yeah. When a Na'vi tries to learn humor. So that's going to be very difficult for me to talk about Deadpool next week then, everybody, if you don't go watch it.
You can just talk about it.
That's true, I could. I could just talk about it.
Ryan Reynolds is going to spoil it.
You think?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Also,
Just because it's kind of a Deadpool thing to do.
oh, yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Also, Jerry says he gave us the name of that beard style. It's
Oh,
Hulihe.
Hulihe?
Yeah, Hulihee.
Huh.
Yeah. That's kind of wild.
All right, so how many people are watching this right now?
35.
Okay, so the 35 of you watching, and probably more out there if this is being broadcast in any retail stores, if you would like me to shave my face, to have that
The Hulihee.
yoo-hoo, big summer blowout, look, for next week, let me know. I will do it. You can just message us on Facebook. Look at he's over there. Do it. Do it, Rick. No, you won't
totally
do
do
it.
I don't think you've got the guts.
Really? We shall see, sir.
Well, what will be the like limit? Like, what do we have to do to reach it?
We just have to suggest that he does it.
Oh, we just have to keep
He-
suggesting.
He's doing it. But then if anybody says, hey, why'd you do that? He can point to the internet and say, those guys told me to.
It's true.
Yeah,
I
how
do
you
whatever
spell
the
it
internet
again?
tells me to do.
Yes.
What was the style? How do you spell it again?
Hulihee. That's at least what Jerry says.
Cool.
Oh, Josh from Any Painting Studios says Rick has a chin tattoo. That's what you're hiding.
That's what I'm hiding. I'm hiding another fist.
Oh, it's not a fist.
Yeah, I have a chin tattoo of Captain America's shield right
No.
there.
Carl
You
says,
king of bad decisions.
yeah.
And there we go. Hashtag Hulihee, yes.
Right. Nice. Yes. Use that hashtag in all social media.
That's right. If you want to see me shave my face to look like that, to have that design,
Mind you, it does look like Hulihee eyes. Hulihee eyes.
Well, it's 2 E's.
Yeah, I know.
We get it. I
We know
see
what
it.
it
I
is.
see it.
Johnny doesn't. That's the important thing.
Carl says, although I don't know if I can handle too much more cool. I mean, you're pretty cool now. It might take you to new levels of cool. Unheard of.
Lies!
yeah,
It's unlikely.
Carl's.
who knows? I mean, I have nobody to impress outside of you guys, so let's see what happens.
I think it would be
Awesome.
really funny.
I think it would be.
It would
too.
make great photos.
All the promo shots.
And then what we should have happen is Dave should grow a goatee to make it look like the hair that I've shaved has appeared on his face.
Oh my god, can we do a hair transplant?
Yeah.
Craig says,
No.
Rick is Chuck Norris in disguise. Illuminati confirmed.
Yes. I met Chuck Norris once.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in Kuwait.
Oh, this is an actual story. I thought that was going to be a punchline.
I was kind of digging for one, but then I have to go with the real
The real
story.
Yep. You met him in Kuwait?
Yeah, so you know how a lot of like celebrities and bands and stuff like that go on USO tours and
Yep.
see military folk overseas. So he came over there with around the same time as like Gary Sinise
Okay.
and man, who was that? Who was that UFC fighter that wouldn't let me stand next to him?
All of them?
Tito Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz.
Right.
Not because, he's like, you can't stand next to me, bro. It was more like, dude, I'm the heavyweight fighter. You make me look super tiny.
Yeah.
So it was a big group shot. But yeah, Chuck Norris came over there, and you have this image of these people that you kind of idolize. But when you meet him in person, it's like, wow, they use a lot of makeup on him when he was doing his shows and all these commercials he does. Because he is old. And deadly.
Yes. Of course.
And tiny. He's a tiny dude.
A lot
But
smaller than you thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's, again, Gary Sinise literally is like probably 5'6", something
Wow.
like that. He's super tiny.
Also, hi Mel. He said it's live time.
All right, bye, Mel.
In our chat.
You know. Hi Mel. Bye Mel. Have fun.
Also, Jeremy says to make a wig out of it, the shaved hair.
Hey, it's not that much. Maybe a wig for like an action figure.
There was a few years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I did the Movember thing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I grew a mustache
Right.
during November
Yep.
and raised money for men's health awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Ron Swanson
Oh.
to do a basically
offering?
do a video about like shaving your mustache off and how painful it can be. Not physically painful, just emotionally
Emotionally
painful.
painful.
You get your face and that kind of thing. And but during one of the steps was make a mustache llama.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically collected all of the clippings from your
Okay.
mustache on the countertop and arranged them into a shape of a llama.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God.
I have a photo of my mustache llama.
Nice.
I'll send it to Johnny one day.
We can put it in Painting Happy Little Minis. They referenced from
Featured.
today's
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Mustache llamas.
Mustache llamas.
I mean, think about it though. If someone was like super gung ho in their modeling,
Yep.
and they took human hair, and put it on their miniatures to represent the actual hair of that mini, that's
Right.
above and beyond right there.
It's like doll making. That's what it reminds me
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
When they have like
Like
the doll
super-
hair.
Which
Super
isn't creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Well,
is
not the doll
creepy.
thing. Like this. Is super
Well, I mean, like if you took your own hair, that would be super weird.
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. But Donato, he thinks it's a good idea.
You should totally do it, says Donato. That's funny. But yeah, I'll end up doing that. I'll go and put it on.
Nice.
Painting Happy
We
Little
should
Minis.
actually do something for November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Not again.
A no shave November thing.
So the first year I did it, my daughter's birthday is in November.
Mm-hmm.
So my youngest daughter, Lucy, so her first birthday, we had a mustache party.
Okay.
So the theme was mustaches. She had mustache cakes. And
Oh,
mustache
wow.
everything. She had a little T-shirt that my wife had made. It was like, if you mustache, I am one.
Okay. Those are good. That's
Yeah.
also a very dad jokey thing to do.
It was hilarious.
Considering the child will never remember.
No, well, we have photos.
Of course, you have photos,
have lots
but
of
the child who had no decision in what kind of party they were going to receive.
We made one of those photo books.
Of
Keep it
course
in
you
her
did.
room.
Yes. Remember your first birthday? The mustache birthday?
Every week we look at it.
Dad, why?
She remembers.
Why did you do this?
In reference to your hair on the minis,
Yep.
Yeah.
Carl says, "Oops, made a voodoo doll."
That would be hilarious.
Which is basically true.
You're sitting here like, all right, I attack the dragon. Well, the dragon attacks you. Ow, what the hell?
Why is it getting hot in here?
D&D to a new level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, well, that's kind of funny you say that because a lot of times you'll get, an individual will be like, oh, we should play ourselves in the game. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's stat ourselves, make characters around our personal knowledge and stuff. And then, the whole group basically decides on, Rick, you can't have a 20 strength. How about a 19? Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
But, and then you play.
20 charisma. That's what you have.
Oh, God, I wish I had a 20 charisma. I got to lose about 20 more pounds again.
Wow. No.
To even get to 5.
That Ew.
But if they did that and they voodooed, and oh, by the way, you had to bring a voodoo doll of yourself as your character.
Right.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah. What?
Not a D&D that I want.
They'd be like, what is this game you're asking us to play? Don't ask questions.
You take fire damage from the dragon, and they're holding up your figure to a blowtorch.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me, actually. Sorry to segue into something else. When's your flamethrower showing up?
Who knows now?
Yeah.
Probably never.
One thing is, it is apparently it is illegal to have one
Yes.
See, I told you.
in Maryland.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't mean it can be shipped somewhere else
Oh, okay.
and then driven to Maryland.
Okay. I don't want to ask questions.
Yeah.
That's the last question I'll ask about it. Except for, what's that big burn mark down your side?
Yeah, when I come in and I'm looking like Deadpool on one side of my face, or looking like V from V is for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you got your flamethrower in, huh, Rick? I'd be like, skin graft.
I'm excited about in the Deadpool movie when they show the commercial and there's that guy that's like, I don't have any superpowers. I really want him to be like a character that hangs out with them
Right.
Oh, and is like actually like
in the movie.
important
Yeah.
to the whole story arc. Like he's the hero at the end.
Right, like he somehow like holds a piece of information somehow. You know what I mean? Like he
Right.
just keeps something on him, and then at the very end they're like, "We need this," and he's like, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah, or like he always remembers the one key thing that they got to use. Oh man, we forgot this. Well, I got it. Here it is.
His name's like Steve or something.
Yeah.
I think.
Something like that. Like very what?
What is it?
I think it's Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter. Okay. But yeah, I really want him to be like part of the story. I think that would be really funny.
Fingers crossed, everybody.
Wasn't he in the original?
No,
No, he wasn't?
no.
Okay.
I actually haven't seen the original.
There was a guy that he did meet.
You haven't seen it, and I have.
Deadpool?
What's this
Wow.
crazy world? What's going on?
Well, you know how when Deadpool is at like the old helicarrier looking thing near the end of the movie, the big battle,
Okay.
and he's killing all of his buddies' names, and he spells Ajax with their bodies.
Right.
And the one guy's like, "Hey, Bob." He's like, "What are you doing here?" Oh, you know, that character is from the comic books,
Right.
and is like a Hydra agent
Okay.
that is friends with Deadpool, but
Oh wow.
it's a comic relief
Right.
character,
Yeah.
but super funny.
So Josh has a question. Have you guys seen the Deadpool 2 marketing where they had him pose for like 50 movies and then put a replacement movie cover?
Yeah,
Have
the
you seen it?
slipcover hijack that they did at Walmart.
I think so.
Yeah, with like Office Space, where Deadpool's like behind the guy with all the sticky notes on him, instead of Assassin's Creed, where it shows the split where it's two faces looking away from each other. They're both Deadpool. Yeah, it's brilliant marketing on their part, because there have been people that have like rushed Walmarts to get all 40.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, brilliant marketing, not just for Deadpool, but just for what a great way to make some sales on some dead movies.
Right.
Deadpool.
Office Space is a dead movie?
Well, it's a cult classic, and
Yeah,
most people who are fans of it probably already own it in some capacity.
that's true.
I didn't realize that they actually like made covers for
Yeah.
the actual videos. That's funny. The marketing in
Wow.
Deadpool, they just seem like they all have a good time, which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like they're like, hey, we're marketing to you, but it's a good time. Haha.
exactly. Like, did you see the music video with Celine Dion?
Yes, that was hilarious.
Brilliant.
Johnny showed me.
That doesn't surprise me.
I did not see it.
Oh, it's
Oh, you've got to watch it. If you haven't seen it, look up Deadpool Celine Dion video.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's pretty funny. Deadpool comes out and dances like very like, I don't know. So You Think You Can Dance meets, Broadway dancing.
Right. You know who's a big fan of Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is a big fan. I was going to say Brian C.P. Steele.
Oh, is he?
No.
Oh, dang
He
it.
really hates Deadpool.
Really?
Yep.
Why? Brian, why?
It's Brian. It's Brian.
It's funny that he doesn't like him. I wonder if it's the character or if it's more than that. Because the character can be annoying when it's...
Yeah.
I love cosplay, and I love cosplayers. They're amazing. They do great work in there. But
But
But, however.com. Deadpool cosplayers can be really annoying.
Right.
And that can put a really bad taste in people's mouth when it comes to that particular character based on their interactions with the cosplayers that don't know how to act right.
Right. Nothing is because
we all met
Brian's
him.
big,
We all know him.
he's a big DC fan.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow, he needs to get out, stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Big DC fan, but I guess because it was Deadpool originally, it was basically
It's
taken from.
Well, no, it wasn't taken from DC, but it is. So Wade is it Wade Slade Wilson, who is what's his name? Deathstroke from like Teen Titans and stuff,
Right.
and was on Arrow and all that stuff.
Okay.
That character is the DC version of Deadpool, but Deadpool came, of course, after, and it was actually supposedly a joke character
Right.
to make fun of Deathstroke.
Okay.
So I can see where that, but shouldn't be anything to be upsetting. I mean, every character on both sides has a counterpart. I mean,
Right.
Batman has Moon Knight. You know, Superman has Imperium, or man, what's that one? Give me a second. Sentry.
Okay.
Or I mean, maybe even Marvel or Captain Marvel in the DC or in the MCU is going to be the MCU version of Superman for Marvel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but as a female, and also very strong.
Sure.
There's lots of things going down. We'll see.
There we go. I learn a lot
About nerdy stuff.
about comic book stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Jerry says Peter has his own LinkedIn profile.
Does he really?
That's what he's
Oh,
I
saying.
just saw that 10 minutes ago.
That's
yeah.
what he's saying.
The character.
I know it's Pain and Happy Little Minis, everybody, but I'm
gotta go check it out.
verifying this because I have my LinkedIn as an app on my phone. It's one of my things I
One of the things
follow.
you do.
Also, Michael Patrick O'Connor says it's been way too long since I've been able to watch live.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Welcome.
What? No, it's Peter.
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 There's no last name that
That's okay.
he's putting in here.
Oh man,
It just says Peter W.
Peter
Regional
W.
Sales Manager at Excalibur Cutlery Company.
Peter W. Come on, Peter W. This has got. It's got to be real.
Experience, X-Force member, April 2018 to present.
There. No, that's not him.
That's
See-
funny.
You shouldn't have gone to the LinkedIn app. Go to Google Peter W. LinkedIn profile, and it'll come up. Go straight to it.
Oh, Peter W. Third. The third.
Okay. Peter W. the third. Linked
Curses. Did I bring my bright
Yeah.
silver?
profile.
Am
I got to
doing
find
fine
out
right
if this
now?
is true.
Also, Michael says not much has been up. Been very busy at work.
Okay. That can be good.
Yeah. Means when you're making the money. Well, for you, it's good, right?
Hmm?
When you're busy.
When I'm busy?
Yeah.
I like to be
Because
busy.
it means then you have lots of on the table.
Yep.
Lots of commissions.
Lots of work happening. So,
Also, Josh said the Nickelodeon Food Fight miniature game is now on
Oh,
Kickstarter. Splat.
Yep.
Is it that's the one where like SpongeBob's on the cover?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw a post about where someone's saying that like the dinosaur, there's like this dinosaur to the left, and it has different splats on it, like paint splats, but a lot of them are red, and the person commented like this was a poor color choice because it looks like blood. And I have to agree with them. It really did. I was like, oh, you're right. It kind of looks weird. But
I'm not finding it.
come back to it later. Pay the phone.
The painting is drying.
The painting is drying.
The paint is drying. All right, Deadpool 2's Peter is on LinkedIn.
when I typed Peter W. the Third, it came up with Peter the Third from Russia.
All right.
The
Is he on
Tsar.
LinkedIn?
The Tsar of
He's on
Russia.
LinkedIn as well?
No.
That's amazing.
It was just Google.
Okay. It's on the Googles, right?
That's what they need. Historical characters to have LinkedIn's.
I found it.
Yeah.
Yep, it is legit.
Well.
There it is, right there. That's him. Regional Sales Manager, Excalibur Cutlery.
Are you going to
I'm going to connect with him.
make a connection?
Yeah, you got to, right? Because that guy is the best. He's an X-Force member. I mean, come on. How do you join X-Force?
I love the description, too. I just do whatever Mr. Deadpool tells me to. Not because I'm afraid of him, but because he's my new boss, who also happens to carry a lot of weapons. Very excited about this new chapter in my career.
Man, I want to be an X-Force member. Can you join X-Force? You can't join X-Force. Maybe next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Apparently anybody can, because all you have to do is answer the ad.
What? All right, I'll look into that later. But it does sound glorious.
Yeah. You should totally do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I went to school at Xavier School for Gifted Children. Come on.
Is that on your Facebook profile?
No.
It should be.
Not yet. But there was a Wizard magazine, if you guys remember that, the Wizard Price Guide magazine that used to come out. One of the issues actually had a graduation certificate for the Xavier School of, for gifted youngsters. And I was like, yep, framed.
Framed. Framed. Excellent.
You have to. It's kind of like, going to universallifechurch.com and becoming a minister in 3 minutes online.
Oh, also Keith says hi.
Hey. Yeah, those are the best things about our pop culture is when they do all sorts of things like this where you can actually jump in and be a part of it.
Right.
I don't know if you remember did you ever watch The Office?
Yeah.
The American version?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, I have watched the American version.
I was like, really? You saw the British version? That's impressive.
I saw that too, yeah.
But I want to say it was after season 2 or 3, they actually had this whole web page thing where you could become like an employee of Dunder Mifflin.
Okay.
And you would do different things, like different tasks. It was almost like a game.
Right.
But it followed some of the stuff that was going on the series. So if you watched it and you could answer certain questions, then you could be like, oh, you earn money, then you can have a stapler or you basically dress out your desk and everything of your through your Dunder Mifflin profile.
That's hilarious.
But when when they do stuff like that for your fandom, like I would love it if they did something with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
Or Arrowverse, where you had insider access to the Arrow Cave.
Okay.
As a member of Team Arrow.
Wait, there's an Arrow Cave?
Well, his hideout,
Okay.
And
But do they call it Arrow Cave?
I don't know if they call it the Arrow Cave.
Okay.
Also, 1-Inch Hero says hello.
Hey.
Drew.
Good luck at your painting seminar
this Saturday.
I might actually show up down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That'd be good.
Yeah,
It's down at Games and Stuff?
Games and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
See, I was going to go to Wizard World Philly. Things have changed.
Right.
So, no,
Plans have changed.
Plans have changed.
That's good. I hope to be there later in the afternoon.
Oh, later in the afternoon
Later in the
when the riffraff leaves?
Yes. Once you've gone.
When they're all tired and they're like,
I'll get Jeff to
how
send me a
much
message.
weathering?
That sounds right.
No, I'll be taking my daughter's horseback riding in the morning, as long as it doesn't rain.
Horseback riding.
Yeah.
Where?
Just
Preakness.
Preakness.
They're just... Your daughter's a jockey.
Well, they will be.
She's about the size of a jockey.
Apparently, they get paid pretty well for winning that race. So
Yeah, they do.
they've been
Well, you really have to win all 3,
Well,
and then you get the big money.
sure, the really big money, but I'm not greedy. Just a little bit of the big money would be good. They've been talking about it for a while. It's kind of one of their. It's on their bucket list.
be a jockey?
Be a jockey.
To ride a
Win the
horse.
Preakness.
All right.
Not really. It's not at all. Ride a horse, sure.
Have they been horse riding before?
They've ridden horses before.
Okay.
Yeah, they really enjoy it. So.
I always get, well, I've only been horseback riding like once or twice, but it's with the horses that are used to going on trails all the time.
Right.
And I always got paired with a horse that didn't listen. And so I'm just like going through the wood, like there's a branch, it's like, whoosh.
Yep.
Probably didn't listen because it didn't want to listen to you.
Nope, yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
We're going to pay you with a horse that doesn't care.
Yeah.
Remember to duck.
But I did get to ride a horse on a ranch out in Arizona. That was super cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you go cattle wrestling?
No.
Wrestling?
But I felt like I was part of a movie. It's like, wow,
nice.
I'm on a
Like City
cowboy.
Slickers or that kind of movie?
Yes.
or-
City Slickers.
No.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a great movie.
Touched the nerve there. I think it was ES.
No, I felt like I was part of a different movie, like a cowboy movie,
Cowboy
like a
movie?
western.
Oh.
City Slickers is the West.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of what that movie
I guess
was.
that's more a fish out of water movie, but
There was a series on Netflix recently, Netflix.
yeah.
And if you want to watch Netflix, you can go to netflix.com. No, but anyways,
Oh my goodness.
there was,
Only if we're getting paid, buddy.
yeah, I know, I got to
Keep
watch
going.
it, yeah. But there was a show that had, where this mining town, and all the men died in a mining accident, so it was
Okay.
all the women were
Oh,
left.
I know that show.
And then,
Yeah, what is the cut called?
and then they got like, you know, of course, there's going to be a villain, and,
Right.
and they're going to come in, and the
Is
villain is the guy who from Dumb and Dumber,
Jim Carrey,
the other one,
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels, and he's such a good bad guy.
Yeah, he was a weird bad. I
Yeah.
did not. I couldn't finish. I didn't finish the series.
Oh, that last episode, you should have
Oh,
watched
okay.
it. It was
Uh-huh.
so good, and yeah. So if you can figure it out based on that information, go check it out.
Is it called Blood on the Mountain?
It is not.
All right. We're gonna keep looking.
Blood on the streets.
The
Streets
It's
on the
something like
mountain.
We're Alone, or I don't know.
streets run red with blood.
So Craig has a question. What are your favorite miniatures to paint? It's a question for both of you.
The easy ones. I like the easy ones.
I want to be very politically correct in this because, you know, we paint product for companies we distribute.
Yep.
Godless. Casey says it's called Godless.
Godless.
That was the series name.
It was.
Just so we're aware.
Godless.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a new game.
No.
I hadn't heard of. It's like,
But as
Sorry.
far as like miniatures that I like, a genre that I prefer is fantasy. I like
Yep.
your D&D-esque miniatures.
That
But as far as
Dragonborn-
like, yeah,
like that Dragonborn that Dave painted, that was cool.
yeah, like the Dragonborns and stuff. Oh, but yeah, fantasy miniatures like, you know, we got right here, Thorlak, you know.
Right.
So good.
I don't know. I don't have any favorites, really. I've painted a lot of miniatures, and they sort of always end up painting more. So
Right.
it doesn't really matter what they are. At the moment, at home, I'm working on a commission of painting some models from a range called 1672.
Okay. So some
it's-
piratey stuff.
No, it's it's around that period, but I painted a French warband, and I'm working on a Spanish warband, and there's also a Dutch warband.
Okay.
But
What time period?
1672.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yep, that's cool. But I think basically the French, a lot of the French looked like musketeers from the classic musketeer
Okay.
kind of look. And one of the models was Cardinal Richelieu,
Oh,
who was
nice.
played by Tim Curry.
Yeah.
in
The Three
the
Musketeers.
Three Musketeers film.
Yeah.
One of the Three Musketeers.
One of them. The Disney. I think it was a Disney version.
Yeah. Probably the best one, yeah.
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 It had Chris O'Donnell.
Yep, Chris O'Donnell, Oliver Platt.
Yeah. Yeah. What a
Charlie
great.
Sheen?
Charlie
was in
Charlie
that,
Sheen
yep.
and the guy from 24.
Kiefer Sutherland.
No, his character. Jack Ryan, right, or something like that. I don't know.
No.
What?
Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer. Yeah.
Jack Bauer was not in
Yeah, totally Jack Bauer.
Oh, you're saying the character was totally Jack Bauer? Now I don't have to watch 24. I know exactly what it's like.
Dang it.
But
Wait,
yeah,
you
so
haven't
the-
watched 24?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that's okay.
But no, I think those models are pretty cool. They're,
Okay.
a lot of fun, and it's exciting to do a little bit of research on things. And with this particular one, it was like, I've got a friend who knows a lot about this time period, so I'll
Really?
contact him and say, what did the Spanish army wear during this period? And he was like, well,
Jesus, what's your friend's name? Methuselah?
No, he just enjoys that researching the
Oh,
period.
okay. I thought maybe you
But he was
said,
like, well, at that time, armies didn't have a cohesive look
Okay.
because there'd be like a colonel that would raise the regiment
Mm-hmm.
and outfit the regiment.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like, so a lot of them had like these woolen jackets or woolen coats that
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't afford to dye all of the coats.
Oh, okay.
So they were just like off-white or grey kind of coat.
All right.
So as long as you do that and then a red sash or an orange sash or that kind of thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know why I was talking about that. But the minis are pretty cool. A lot of fun.
All right.
The Dutch will have grey jackets with orange sashes and like blue hats and that kind of thing.
Did you ever watch?
You can go through and do whatever you like.
I think we've had this conversation as far as have you watched this movie, Brotherhood of the Wolf?
I have watched that movie, but a
Okay.
long time ago.
So the character who plays the American Indian, and the two main characters basically, when they show up and they beat up the little like brigands
Okay.
or whatever in the beginning, and they have those like long dusters with like a forward face cover, and then they have the tricorner
Oh,
hats,
right, yep.
and the man.
They look fantastic.
Yeah, I would love those as miniatures.
Yep. Well, it's any time that those jackets sort of button
Zipped
up
up.
around the top.
Yeah, and the
That's
tricorner's down, so it's like all covered up. So all you see is like the
Yep.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that sinister thing. It's the mask kind of feel.
But then, of course, when they throw in this Native American who is a ninja,
Right.
Ooh.
it's also pretty cool.
Craig says Tim Curry is great in any role he plays, despite how well Skarsgård Curry was. Better than Pennywise.
Oh, Skarsgård?
Skarsgård, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the kid from Hemlock Grove. Did you ever see that show?
I saw parts of it, and then I
He
was
played
like,
the vampire in Hemlock Grove. But he's also in, or not him, but his family is well known, the Skarsgårds.
Yep.
Oh.
You know, his dad is the mad scientist from Thor, the old guy, who's also been in like Mamma Mia, and
A great movie.
yeah, I love Mamma Mia.
I hated Mamma Mia.
Oh Jesus!
I like the
Sorry.
And then one of his older brothers played Lothi on Vikings.
song. Right.
He was like the one who like knew the most about building ships amongst that particular group.
I thought it was just Loki.
It wasn't Loki,
No?
not the god, no. And then the other brother was Eric Northman in True Blood. So it's a whole
Yeah.
family of
about
talented
this?
individuals.
How? Or, yeah.
Indeed.
She's over here saying, yeah, sure, talent, whatever you want to call it.
Sorry.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean,
If
you're
you go
right.
back to the original question, I have no favorites. I don't play favorites.
Brought it all the way back around.
Yeah.
My favorite miniatures are the not miniatures, the ones that are big.
Oh, the big
Bigatures.
Yeah.
We're going to probably do another run on those again. Some big miniatures.
big miniatures.
Yeah, something. I want to do something crazy. Like, you know,
Right.
I
Like how crazy?
well, like those mechs you brought in when you were taking pictures for your book.
Okay. Yeah.
Like one of those big Warhammer mechs. I've never painted something like that.
Okay. Good idea.
I mean, I would almost want to do like a few episodes.
Yeah, we could do make a project out of
Yeah, that would be cool.
that. Definitely.
Hey, Dave.
Yo.
You could think of this as like supplemental material for your Kickstarter book,
Yeah.
like big project type stuff.
Oh, I see
Rick?
what he's saying.
What?
Like Rick have Rick do all that chapter.
I don't know.
That could be good. It'll save me time.
What? What are you talking about?
No.
You have an editor, right?
I do.
Okay, then it's all right.
I do.
Editor who could probably just write it all?
No.
Dang it.
Craig asks, have you seen the Mythica movies with Matt Mercer and Kevin Sorboto?
I have not. I don't think so. Are these like the Dork Tower Quest movies?
Aerostorm.
With
It's called Mythica: A Quest for Heroes.
No, I have not.
2014.
Mm-mm.
I have not seen the
Sounds like something I should be watching then, huh?
It does.
Yeah.
Sounds right up your alley.
Huh. Nope.
Diagon Alley.
I'm not worried about which direction.
Oh, I didn't say Diagon.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sure you
Diagon Alley. Great move. Great part.
Truth. Well, Harry, what are you doing down here? So I'll tell you what, something that's all right. So something that's really strange to see is when you fall in love with a character that's just an amazing visual effect on TV or on a movie, like Hagrid.
Right.
You're like, oh, he's such a great character. He looks so awesome, and he has such a great personality.
Yep.
And then you see the actor in another role without the beard, but you hear his voice.
Right.
Very unsettling. So the actor is in the movie From Hell.
Okay.
Which is the Jack the Ripper movie with Johnny Depp and Ian Holm.
Yep.
And based off the comic book.
Right.
Well, Johnny Depp's partner in the police force is the actor who plays Hagrid.
Is that Robbie Coltrane?
And I don't know these names.
You don't know?
I didn't know that his name was Robbie
Johnny
Coltrane.
knows.
Of course Johnny knows. Johnny's probably Googled it already. He Googled it before I even thought about it, because though Google is can kind of guess what you're trying to put in the first three letters, Johnny knows what you're going to be asking 3 days in advance.
He does. He does. It's because he writes the scripts.
It's also because he's Johnny Googles.
Johnny Googles.
Yeah.
There's your new nickname, Johnny.
Yep.
Johnny
But
Googles.
no, along that lines, you know, we were talking about like seeing David Tennant as Doctor Who, and then seeing him play Kilgrave in Jessica Jones.
Right. Yeah, I mean, or if you've seen Broadchurch, with him in Broadchurch, granted, he's still the good guy in that show, but to see him not jolly and doctorish is, it's really weird.
He's got a new movie out called Bad Samaritan, where he plays like a demented like villain type character too.
Yeah, that movie was produced by a company called Legion M, which is a crowdfunding where you actually invest in the company to make movies.
Okay.
As it's an open public investment. If you go to WeFunder.com, wow, I'm actually pitching these guys.
Yeah,
WeFunder,
like it.
WeFunder.com, you can actually invest in Legion M, who produced that movie.
Okay.
Because they've got other projects coming down the pipe as well.
Right.
Also from YouTube, Matt Render says, "What's going on, guys? Love the show. Watching as I put together some Vansars."
Oh,
Vansars.
Oh, Vansar. Yep.
Nice.
From Necromunda.
Nice. Well, we are painting some miniatures from CMON for the game Besieged right now.
Yep. So they're cool, sort of over the top isn't the right word, but certainly exaggerated.
Yeah, exaggerated, cartoony.
Cartoony. Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of characters. So, yeah, they're pretty sweet. Cool. That's neat. But Robbie Coltrane played one of the Bond, not so much Bond villains, but
Like a henchman?
no, he was technically, I guess, a villain. He was one of the Russian villains in one of the Pierce Brosnan.
Not GoldenEye.
No,
Never Say Never Again.
I can't remember. No, can't remember which one. But I think he's been in a couple. He's a recurring.
What did you say the actor's name was?
Robbie Coltrane. We'll find out shortly.
Valentis Gavoski?
What was the name of the film?
GoldenEye?
It was GoldenEye. Ah, there you go.
And he was also in The World Is Not Enough.
Right.
Uh-huh. A recurring villain.
I think it might have been The World Is Not Enough is the one I'm thinking of.
Oh,
where they had the helicopter with the enormous saws.
Okay.
Like big, massive circular saws hanging below it that sort of swung through and started to chop up the little hideout that they were meeting in.
All right. That sounds scary.
Cool. Yeah. But I mean, that's another example of seeing him. But that was before he played Hagrid.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
if you were to go and watch that now, it'd feel very different.
All right. So there we have it, everybody.
Really?
That has been our hour. We've reached our time limit for today. We hope that you guys tune in tomorrow for Building Character and Board Games and Beyond. Building Character at 2 p.m., Board Games and Beyond at 4.
And you're doing Star Wars?
Star Wars still tomorrow. We'll be doing our one and only character in the little group we're making that will actually carry a lightsaber.
Oh, cool.
Even though all of the characters are Jedi or Force sensitive.
Right.
From Star Wars Force and Destiny.
Yep.
So tune in for that. Next week we'll be back for Painting Happy Little Minis on Tuesday and Thursday. Yep. And we're getting ramped up for Origins. So if you guys are going to Origins, let us know. #origins.com. /net.tv web.
You have the worst hashtags ever.
Do I?
Yeah.
I do.
Like one person uses them. Worst.
But other than that, yeah, if you want to check out more from CMON, or Cool Mini or not, go to CMON.com and check out all the cool games that they have. Also, put on your calendar for next year to go to CMON Expo. It was a lot of fun. The swag bags that they gave to the 3-day pass holders was sick.
Absolutely.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
They got Way of the Panda and Godfather, Corleone's Empire were the 2 big box games they got. Then they got like a lot of like miniatures and promos and such like that. So it's the value in going is worth the bag itself.
Right. Yeah.
But other than that,
but really the opportunity to sit down and play all the games with the designers and
and other guests that they bring in. Yep. You know, they have play with guests. So you could have played with Man versus Meeple guys. You could have had a lot of fun.
Right.
And so you can put on your calendar, check it out for next year. And if you're going to Origins, put down Origin #Origins 2018 so we know who's going out there. But this has been Painting Happy Little Minis. What?
You want to do this 360?
Oh, well, look at the miniatures, see what they look like?
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Before we say goodbye?
Sometimes we forget what our format is.
Yeah, we do. We get carried away with all the excitement. Just so you guys know, this isn't done. This isn't even halfway to where he's at with both of his miniatures.
No, it's about halfway to where I'm at. It's getting there. I think so. There we go. Look at that.
So that is Thorlak, the barbarian.
Yeah. I think it could be you.
It could be. Yeah.
Yep.
20 more pounds.
What, if Thorlak put on 20 more?
If you put on 20 more pounds, you'd be there. Yeah.
Nice.
So there's Thorlak.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Vigo.
Oh,
Vigo and what's the other guy? Igor?
Ivor.
Vigo and Ivor. Hello, Vigo. Hello. Rawr. Look at that face. Jeez, so good.
Hey. It's a little bit of work. A little bit of work to go.
Those purples are popping too.
There's a lot more work I got to do on that purple, but I want to do a gold shield.
All right.
Some gold trim on that scabbard there.
Right.
And then gold on the
the pommel?
the hilt and the pommel of the sword.
Nice. Yeah.
And I've still got to go back and do the highlighting on all that silver.
Yeah. He looks amazing. Let's take a look at
So much going on.
Ivor. Oh, it's me, Ivor. Welcome to my... Look at this guy. Hello, everybody. It's me, Ivor. Check out my father's big sword that I am inherited of.
That is a big sword.
It is.
Yeah.
Some would call it a claymore. I just call it amazing.
Amazing. It's a Zweihander.
Is it a Zweihander?
Zweihander, yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
It's a big sword.
It is a big sword. I've got to go through and do some. I was going to put some of that the bone color through the in the puffs between the slashes. So
that makes sense. It would look definitely make it pop.
Yep.
Look at him. So proud of my grandfather's sword. Yep. Very cool.
The stuff with this huge monitor that we have in the studio, so we can see it spinning around in like glorious.
Yeah. In your face.
HD. Yeah.
In glorious HD 4K. Jesus. It's the best on the smart TV.
These models are really this big, and they should only be seen at this size.
Yeah, this size. All right, so there you have it, everybody. Again, this has been Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
And I'm Dave.
And we'll see you at the game store or at a convention.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Game Trade Media. Before you go, we wanted to tell you about our new book, The Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games, which is available to pre-order right now.
You obviously love tabletop gaming, so do we. And this book provides a look at the history of all the different types of tabletop games, from card games like Magic the Gathering to role-playing adventures like Dungeons & Dragons, to the most classic of board games like Clue or The Game of Life.
Right. We've also got interviews with a lot of industry veterans like Peter Adkison and influencers like Matt Mercer, plus discussions with collectors and gamers of all kinds. The book also discusses the impact of crowdfunding on the industry and looks into why board gaming is experiencing such a boom right now.
We put a lot of love, a ton as a matter of fact, into this book, and we like to think that it provides a perfect snapshot of what makes tabletop gaming and the tabletop community so great. You can pre-order your copy right now by using diamond code APR181585. So head into your local comic or game shop today and tell them you want the Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.